seas of World War III. Fighter jets, antennas flown, nuclear plant missiles flown, drones, direct threats that exceed the limit, and everyone knows.
Even if you blind, you can see what's going on. Even if you're deaf, you can hear what's going on. New world order, you want order. It's a new world order, you want order. Even with no sense, you can feel what's going on. Even if you're dumb, you can know what's going on. New world order, you want order. It's a new world order, you want order.
Rumors of world war, the impact touching the whole globe. Mind, body, soul, traumatized from how weapons as lethal blow. Like Danny Glover and Mel Gibson rolled. It's mafia like a Danny DeVito roll. How is this a secret society when people know? Hella folks speak a dope in the Bible. 666, 5G's, prophecies. You read it, no? Satan creeping up pigeon-toed. Now it's happening regional, continental, globally for sure. This stuff's reaching most folks across the globe. Those cold is mandatory to get vaccinated.
Even if you're blind, you can see what's going on. Even if you're deaf, you can hear what's going on. New world order, you want order. It's a new world order, you want order. Even with no sense, you can feel what's going on. Even if you're dumb, you can know what's going on. New world order, you want order. It's a new world order, you want order.
You don't have to do your due diligence to know there's negligence, suffering endured by civilians. How dare you question them, there's intelligence, counterintelligence. Is it diligent, efficient with elegance is evident. The eloquence of my delicate, there's arrogance from belligerent elements. Survey, study close and you'll see there's relevance. Backwards you peddling, in the affairs of others you meddling.
Even if you're blind, you can see what's going on. Even if you're deaf, you can hear what's going on. New world order. Gurush Mohi,
Made up,
Surufaji,
made up,
Hayama Rekis,
made up,
Mata Akiratish,
made up,
Yasabi Mata Numketi,
made up,
Better chase your dream,
made up,
Kali Intakunegi,
made up.
Asun Dunia Indu Gurush Keti.
خبر كويس من شركة تكيرين موتور محدود. ده دكان بيبيع قطع غيار بتاع مواطر صينية. هو عنده عرض خاص لكل الزباين بتوعه. بتلقوا أحدث محرك من شركة زونشينغ بحجم صندوق 200 سنتيمتر مكعب و250 سنتيمتر مكعب بحجم 1.3 ل 1.9 و 1.4 ل 2.1 و 2.3 ل 1.4. حجم محرك الصغير ببيعوه ب $1550 أمريكي. حجم محرك المتوسط ببيعوه ب $1700 و $1880 أمريكي. وحجم المحرك الكبير ببيعوه ب $2500 أمريكي. اشتري هسي وانت بتلقى لساتك إسبار احتياطي ومفتاح وطاقية اللي بيحمي راس كله مجاني. وانت كمان بتلقى نسبة لو انت جبت زبون جديد. لمزيد من معلومات انت ممكن تتصل في الرقم 0928 43 33 33 أو في رقم 0922 97 96 96. شركة كيرين موتور محدود موقعه في محطة بتاع حافلات في شارع يي.
This is iRadio. Gurush Mohi,
Made up,
Surufaji,
made up,
Hayama Rekis,
made up,
Mata Akiratish,
made up,
Yasabi Mata Numketi,
made up,
Better chase your dream,
made up,
Kali Intakunegi,
made up,
Asun Dunia Indu Gurush Keti,
made up.
I live for Dunya Day games, a tennis that goes back and forth till Armageddon. Vinyl enters a Keleb, lo ento mufeles, a King Gelbon, Bakun Hadi, Badids, a Telej, lo ento mugerish, Gu Matanum, Dunya Damayan Be Gurush, Anagali Gu Matanum, Dunya Damayan Be Gurush, like Inzuruf, Maruf, Faktor Mimafut, Gu Matanum, Mashanjana, Akua, Buta, Num, Ismamut. What's up, iRadio?
What's up, LUAL? You're welcome on iRadio.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for joining me and being part of today's program. Yes, you did not come alone.
Honored. Yeah, I came with DAWOODY, CEO for Asun Music, artist, entrepreneur, I came also with producer, artist, songwriter Andrew Kays, Asun Music,
Yes.
and I don't think I need any introduction. What I care?
I'm an introduction, Taki. You can go ahead and do your introduction.
Lyrically untouchable African legend, 100% South Sudanese iRadio.
Yes, that is LUAL in the studio, and of course with Andrew Kays, and we have DAWOODY. Thank you so much for joining me and being part of today's show. How are you guys doing?
Nice and polite.
Yes.
Doing good.
Yes, you're doing amazing.
Doing fine.
Yeah.
Until wahid fi jua galbi, until wahid fi hayati, until fi jua galbi, until fi hayati. Yo, this is DAWOODY, dance of singer.
You're gonna do your intro.
Zamani takan lisa jana suker lisa bali mudoria yala bewonusa duku kura ute subana jua hila fidi jeda kan mabi jeli ina lain fi zamani tabira bali medirisa mafia jagali basit besutfa zaman daraba ya zemen fetish fursa. You know what I say? Them call me Kays, Andrew Kays.
Okay, this is how artists usually introduce each other. So much drama around it. You guys, you're welcome to iRadio one more time again.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's so lovely having you here this morning. And let's talk music. The three of you are here and all of you are doing music. How did you guys meet? Are you guys doing collaborations together? What brings the three of you together?
Well, we met. I met with DAWOODY a long time ago, and we worked on a project called South. I Love My Nation. That was in 2016, like March 2016, before the outbreak of the second escalation of the civil war, which led to the ARSIS that just currently finished, or they're still trying to establish, or something like that. But yeah, so that's when we met, and that's when we did that song. And then a couple of years later, down the road, Kays came to Juba, and DAWOODY was telling me that I should come to the studio, and I really wasn't in the mood to do music because I had taken a break because of personal issues. But then when I finally got to the studio and worked with Kays, that's when, yeah, I came back full force with Bedapt and then New World Order and some other projects that are in the studio, and even the new one that I just brought now. Yeah, it's a collaboration with Ambassador Mandela, who is the lead singer for the band Sarabi band in Kenya. Yeah.
Okay, so I mean, you took a break from music. What happened? Hassle shinu break min music utarija tani hassa.
Well, I fikan hajat katiri was going on personally in my life, and yeah, so I just sometimes, you know, also I don't try to infiltrate the airways. Everything that I try to pass across through music, I try to make sure it's a solid product that can last, you know what I mean, for a long time without expiring. So I take my time when I create music. So yeah, that's basically what happened. And I was also discouraged because when I came back from Mozambique, I saw how the artists in Mozambique were living in mansions, and here in Junub Sudan, Fananinta Junub Gaina Ajirura Kubat. So it was kind of discouraging and demoralizing, yeah, to see like artists that we can probably compete with continentally, living in mansions while yeah, so that was also another discouragement on my part. Yeah.
Do you think something can be done in the South Sudan music industry where artists can also be able to gain from their music financially?
Yeah, I think if they give us copyrights. Yeah, I think also like there's a lot of ways to protect music now because things have become digital, and there's a lot of like things like PayPal is hard to get here. You know, there's a lot of banks who Swift codes are used with neighboring countries like Uganda or Nairobi, so it makes it tough for people to make music lucrative for them in South Sudan. So those are the things that need to be done and established, and I think we'll be seeing something out of our efforts.
Yeah. All right. Thank you so much for joining me again in this hour. You brought a brand new song.
Yeah, I did.
Yes, the song is titled A Million. You have you guys brought many other songs actually, not just A Million alone, but let's focus on A Million. What is this song about?
Well, it's a collaboration I did with, like I told you before, Ambassador Mandela. So he came first, I think it was 2020. He performed a Bob Up, and I was also a part of that performance. and we were supposed to do something, but for some reason it never worked out. So this time when he came back in the end of last year, he reached out to me and was like, that project that we wanted to work on, can we work on it now? So that's when I called Kays. He was in the studio and he was like, yeah, you guys come through. So yeah, we went to the studio. Then I left him with Kays. I went out to go and get some water, and then next thing I know, I come back in and they already have this artwork there that he was like, yeah, do your thing. And I just went and
Yeah. Okay, then let's listen to the song. It's called A Million by LUAL and Ambassa Mandela. Let's listen to the song and then we shall be back. Let's go for a short break and...
Cocos Opele, we did it again. A million likes, a million followers, a million likes, $1 million, baby. A million likes, a million followers, a million likes, $1 million, baby. Po, hapa nilipoto, nahisi lijototo limepungua. Seda jo, popo, toto litototo, maisha lilololo. Siwezi lalamika, hapa nilipo niko na jamaa, siwezi lala njaa. Aiwa, bakoloba si, bakoloba si. Hey, alright. A million likes, a million followers, a million likes, $1 million, baby. A million likes, a million followers, a million likes, $1 million, baby.
Ridicule, no common sense, but I see the you. Cause I got a scar on my head and I'm missing too. You should ask me and I'll spit the truth. Execute like Lionel Messi do, the best the truth. I break them down molecules, smoke competition, residue, fresh Pepsi cold like Coca-Cola do. I break it down to the decimal, wrecking you. Rules untouchable, stay checking dudes. Follow the code so you know how the legends move. I'm from the era where tapes in the trunk was how records move. But I'm still getting $1 million likes. I'm a street warrior all my life. I've probably been into $1 million fights. The LU tension of shine, muff tracks, a sneak attack. Kamikaze, $1 million nights slice like when paparazzi spot we. Danger, Tata, Atari. The nice young and wild, like a safari.
$1 million likes, $1 million followers, $1 million likes, $1 million, baby. $1 million likes, $1 million followers, $1 million likes, $1 million, baby.
I kill a monkey, Coco South, Yukon's better who you try. Not everybody should would like Hakuna Matata, cause even Jesus Christ got crucified. DJ E, but spin this jam, cause it's just nice. Fire, a bubbling inferno, camera rolling, here's $1 million, back at the mines, hence the quote, there's $1 million ways to die for those that know. LUAL, also known, I live a simple life, I never gave a, I never gave a million likes. Uno moño, Zelial, El Bejudo, Zeraciono, Fi coño, here's the double for the promo, there's no pro bono.
Wow, this song is actually nice. It's a hit, LUAL. I think it's one of the many hits that you have released.
Thank you.
I see it topping the charts there.
I'm glad you liked it.
Yeah, it's called A Million.
Yeah.
You just went to the studio with Ambassa Mandela and just made magic.
Yeah, him and Kays made the magic, and I just came and filled in my part.
Yeah. Okay, that's awesome. The song is called A Million from LUAL. إذا فتحت الراديو بتاعك يا دوب معنا في الاستوديو. We're joined by LUAL. We're also joined by Andrew Kays and DAWOODY as well. Yes, they're all here with us in the studio. You later will give you a chance to also go ahead and tell us what you think about the song. But also let's talk about one of Andrew Kays' song, and that is Tabia. Yeah. Talk to us about Tabia. What's Tabia about?
Well, Tabia is
like I'm trying to educate the nation, you know. Yeah, in the moments whereby I saw in the market currently, people are not educating people, you know, and music is supposed to be something to educate people, you know, because music is one thing. Mostly, if I want to learn something, I normally listen to music. Yeah, it teaches me a lot. So like Tibia is another big word that means character. You know, character plays a big role, and one is like what you do every day. You know, determines of who you will be tomorrow. Today is today, alilla de mashike itarifu, mbukura bukunke vitamarifu, ashanki de kolo wajalita bamolo, yamolo waja will benefit tomorrow, shikil that doria itapi. So like if you see, you know, like most people do something without knowing that, like, you know, it has to be part of you, you know. Yeah, so like you find guys just like they do things without like behaving well. You know, without any good character in the public, there's nothing, you know, you can't grow and all that. Yeah, but the song will tell you more.
Okay.
Listen
to the song called Tabia من Andrew Kays. إذا فتحت الراديو بتاعك حسنا معانا ضيوف في الاستوديو who they're joining us for plus 211 hour, which is strictly South Sudanese hour. We play only South Sudanese music also in this hour, and we're having our guest right here. If you're following us from the Facebook Live, I want to say thank you so much for joining us. In the studio, we're having amazing guests and South Sudanese's very own artist. Listen to this song titled Tabia from Andrew Kays, and we shall be back after the break.
Like when paparazzi spot we danger, kata, atari.
Them call me Andrew Kays. Man a super, yes, and we have to send them to school. We have to school them again and again. Days to day, alila de mashike itarifu, bukura bukunke itamarifu, ashanki de kulu waja litabamulu, amulu waja will benefit tomorrow. Shikil da doria itabido, doria will benefit tomorrow. Shikil da unusa itabi unusa will benefit tomorrow. Because today is today, alila de mashike itarifu, bukura bukunke itamarifu, ashanki de kulu waja litabamulu, amulu waja will benefit tomorrow. Shikil da doria itabido, doria will benefit tomorrow. Shikil da unusa itabi unusa will benefit tomorrow. Tebia takalela, wosible na sekilta zola litabuku. Tebia takalela, better behave like what you wanna be. Tebia takalela, wosible na sekilta zola litabuku. Tebia takalela, better behave like what you wanna be. Samanda kalisa jana suke, lisa bali mudoria yala bewo musa. Ndugukura ute subana tuwa hila. Fiki jeda kan mabijeli kina. Life is a mantabe baba le mederesa. Mafia jagali basi de sutfa. Samantha raba ya zemet fetishi fusa. Tebia takibu weri tabi jagala munu. Kukana zita kambigeni kanuse munu. You wanna be a leader. Wataki kete badali muso bandaki. Kete community bada follow teki ataki. Si beta kum kete bada suma kalam taki. You can see the future. 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 Days today, alila de mashike itarifu, bukura bukunke itamarifu, ashanki de kulu waja litabamulu, amulu waja will benefit tomorrow. Shikil da doria itabido, doria will benefit tomorrow. Shikil da unusa itabi unusa will benefit tomorrow. Because today is today, alila de mashike itarifu, bukura bukunke itamarifu, ashanki de kulu waja litabamolo, yamolo waja will benefit tomorrow. Doria itabido, doria will benefit tomorrow. Shikil da unusa itabi unusa will benefit tomorrow. Tebia takalela, wosible na sekilta zola litabuku. Tebia takalela, better behave like what you wanna be. Tebia takalela, wosible na sekilta zola litabuku. Tebia takalela, better behave like what you wanna be. Gum saba parnami mafi gurush mafi galo mafadi kanita salo bukurata de kushuno bukura la bijibu mama rufreshuno shikilta zole de yazora alfajil al future dog faro the risala from the teacher you know what I'm saying. Alilla de mashi ke gitar bukura bukun ke gitaman ashanki de kulu waja ngamolo waja will benefit ma shiketa doria itabito doria will benefit man shiketa wano sitabi wano will benefit man.
Oh my god. Okay, you guys have made my weekend, by the way. My weekend is set with these amazing songs that you guys are dropping. The song is, it's a banger.
Yeah.
You're a producer too.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, it's very high produced, I can tell. And it's so amazing. Okay, if you're going to can't be Dori, I'll be benefited tomorrow.
Yeah, you need to do something that is beneficial, you know.
Yeah.
Like don't let other things waste your time, you know. Yeah, like you need time is money, you know. Yeah, so you need to do something beneficial.
Yeah.
Not only for today, but think for
tomorrow.
Not tomorrow, you know. Don't just do things like, you know, we have what we call in the society, even the friends you make, like they matter too. So like you need to also make friends that will, you know, that will make you somebody tomorrow, you know. Yeah, so like you just don't let somebody, like if you feel something's wasting your time, you know, you don't give it your time. So like this is something to the young generation. Yeah, they need to know the truth, because like, you know, there's no tomorrow. Zaman taraba as a man finish fursa. You know, the time you're growing is the time you need to work, you know, you need to look for opportunities. You don't need to wait for tomorrow that things will be when I used to be a kid, I didn't know life was going to be like this, you know. Yeah, I wish I was told, you know, that I'm supposed to work hard since I was a kid. Yeah, but later on, you know, to reach a point whereby there are things I needed that I couldn't ask from home. Yeah, so like I realized I have to work hard, you know. Yeah, I have to work hard, and like, so this is what I'm talking of, a real story here, you know.
Encouraging youth.
Mafia jagali basit besutfa zaman taraba ya zemin fetish food.
So you need, you know.
There's a song Tabia. اسم تغنى ده هو Tabia.
Alilade mashike itarifu bukura bukunke vitamarifu ashangi de kulu waja litaba mulu amulu waja will benefit tomorrow shikilda doria itabido doria will benefit tomorrow shikilda wonu sitabi wonusa will benefit tomorrow, because today is today. Alilade mashike itarifu bukura bukunke vitamarifu ashanki de kulu waja litabamolo yamolo waja will benefit tomorrow. Tepia takalela wasifle na sikilta sola litabukun. Tepia takalela better behave like what you wanna be. Tepia takalela zamani takan lisa jana suker lisa bali mudunia yala peonusa duku kura ute subana jua hila fidi jeto kan mavi jeli ina.
All right, then that is Andrew Kays right here, and also we have Didi Dawoody. Yeah, Didi Dawoody has a song called Muhabba Zaman. Is this a song you like?
Muhabba Zaman. Yeah.
تبغى عربي؟
أنا بونس عربي.
تبغى عربي؟ عربي تاكي نضيف.
ما بطال
يا سبحان
اللي بس ممكن نديكم يا.
اوكي اتكلم لنا عن الاغنيه حقك اللي هو محبة زمان.
محبة زمان بيتكلم عن محبة زمان بقى ما في ناس ما بقت بحب بعضهم زي زمان. أسي كان قاعد تشوف الاشكال الناس قاعدين فوقه او شكل الناس قاعدين فوقه اهليا، تلقى ناس بفرق بعضهم ما بيقعدوا سوا، وتلقى ناس يمكن بتكلم عن انا وبس ما بتكلم عن اخوي واختي وكده. يعني زول كل زول بقطه في قدامه اللي هو بس. عايزين محبة زمان كان إنت يعني عندك الحب لأختك، عندك حب لأخوك، تجيبهم سوا، تقعدوا سوا، تقدر تاكلوا سوا سما. يعني ما كل لقيت لك حاجة تقبل لنفسك لاتجاهك براك وكده بقى ما في. يبقى ان شاء الله فضل ساكت بقى ما في كمان.
بقى صعب.
سو انا تراجعت نفسي شويه كده عشان المحبه زمان اردت يرجع شويه والناس يشاركوا ويقولوا سوا كده. يعني انا بتكلم عن يونيتي، ما تتكلم عن حاجه يعني بفرقوا ناس وكده.
Okay, نسمع الأغنية اللي اسمها محبة زمان من دي داوودي. And then when we are back, we shall talk more. Stay tuned. Do not touch your dial. In the studio, I am joined by 3 amazing artists, Sudanese artists, and we're having a lovely conversation this amazing Friday. If you just open your radio, I want to say Happy Good Friday. Let's go for a short break. Listen to this song. We shall be back.
نسي وين شالوا المحبة بديدي محبة نسي وين شالوا المحبة تنينا وين شالوا المحبة تنينا وين شالوا المحبة بديدي يا جماعة محبة زمان وينو محبة زمان وينو خلي بلدنا ده سوا سوا دفا بلدنا ده سوا سوا أنا ما أنت ده سوا سوا أنت ما أنا سوا سوا دارين سلام دارين محبة زي زمان دارين سلام دارين محبة زي زمان أنا ما أنت ده زي زمان أنت ما أنا زي زمان نحب نفوسنا جنوبين نحب وطننا ده جنوبين نربي أهلنا جنوبين عشان وطننا ده جنوبين محبة نسي وين شالوا المحبة بديدي محبة نسي وين شالوا المحبة تنينا وين شالوا المحبة تنينا وين شالوا المحبة بديدي يا جماعة محبة زمان وينو محبة زمان وينو محبة ليال وين
محبة نسوان وين محبة تنينا وين محبة لجيران وين نحب بلدنا نحب وطننا جنوبي لجنوبي جنوبي لجنوبي جنوبي لجنوبي جنوبي نحب نفوسنا جنوبي نحب بعضنا هنينا يا الأخواني واحد هنينا يا الأمة واحد محبة نسي وين شال وين محبة بدريدي محبة نسي وين شال وين محبة بدريدي محبة نسي وين محبة تنين وين محبة زمان وينو محبة زمان وينو. Yeah, this is a sensation sound like the is it called
Sensitization.
yeah sensitization song to the nation.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a very beautiful song with a message as well. I did not know that it was reggae. I was shocked to hear that it's a reggae song.
Yeah.
What is the type of music that you like to do? Do you always do reggae music, or what type of music do you like?
I do. I sing on dancers. I am a dancer singer, and also do Afro. Yeah, Afro songs also.
Yeah.
And you know, I can go with any types, but this is one I think this is the first ever reggae I did.
Yeah.
And there is a second one I think we worked on with Andrew and Witty called Moya Ena.
Moya Ena.
I think that one is reggae too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right then. Can you tell me how long have you been in the music industry in South Sudan?
I started in 2011.
2011.
Yeah,
Okay.
I first came in with South Sudan, My Home, and then Into Wahid. I think you will check on a couple of songs
those
there.
songs,
There
yeah.
is Into Wahid with Cody Marshall. I came in with, I think a lot to say, but Weekend Day, and then I Love My Nation with LUAL, and there's too much list to say.
There's too many. And how long have you been in the music industry, Andrew?
Oh well, I joined in 2015.
In 2015.
Yeah, that's when like as an artist. Then later on I became a producer. That was in 2017 when I met producer Kamba. Yeah, so like learned some stuffs from him. So like yeah, and he told me a lot about the game. So like yeah, big up to him.
All right.
Yeah.
And LUAL, of course, we know you've been there for decades. But do you remember when you first joined music?
It was July the 1st, 1996.
Oh my God.
And the time that like I got known like through the South Sudanese in diaspora and maybe back home was when I collaborated with Emmanuel Kemba on Ya Comrade, Kaneta Jai, Jibu Lenakan. That was in 2001. So that's when I became known. So since then, I'm from the era where tapes in the trunk was how records move. I said that on a million likes.
Yeah.
So I'm old school.
You're old
and
school.
I still get a million likes.
Yeah.
Street warrior all my life, probably been into a million fights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, LUAL has been there for so long, but I could have never guessed it was since 1996.
Yeah.
So you've been in the, you've seen the
Since I
music
grew up in the
transition.
music,
You
yeah.
grew up in the music, yeah.
What?
Yeah, you're like the one of
Pioneers.
the pioneers of music in South Sudan. What is so changed now in South Sudan music? What would you say about the South Sudan music?
Say it's there's improvement, and even though there's more room for improvement, and things are becoming digital, and yeah, so I think there's an improvement from the time I've been here to the time now. Like more competition is coming, and the more healthy competition, the better it is for the industry. But I think there's a lack of unity and also a lack of service delivery on the part of artists. Like we should have been a part of that media bill. Like our work should be protected. We should be given our intellectual property. Yeah, people should not be able to exploit us like how we're being exploited now. Like promoters only come around when you have a hit. Where were they before you struggled to make that hit? Management want to come and manage you, and halas, you've already established yourself, and then they try to restrict you on what to do and what not to do. Where were they from the beginning type thing? You know what I mean? So yeah, those are the issues that I feel are happening in the music industry in South Sudan.
All right, then there's one more song that I would like us to listen to, which is Moena. But I think let me give some of our listeners a chance. They've been listening, and we want them to comment on the songs. What do you think about the song if you've been listening? Right before we go for Moena, we hear the last message from our artist because time is catching up with us, and then we can carry on. The number remains the same, 0922 986 986. معنا ضيوف في الاستوديو وإذا كان قاعد تسمع اتفضل. اي راديو.
نهاركم سعيد.
نهارك سعيد.
صابر من واو.
صابر اتفضل.
والله أنا مبسوط نسمع صوت لوال وفنان الثاني بيقولوا منو؟
ديدي داوودي وأندرو كيز.
أوكي داوودي والماو. فأنا بشجع منه يعني يستمروا بالفن لأنه فن ده واحد من وسائل البخير المجتمع. الرسائل اللي هم بيقدموا يعني بلعب دور كبير في المجتمع. فأنا سؤالي للوال طبعا أنا بجيب استميلو كثير أنا شايف الستايل بتاع أغاني حقه يعني هيب هوب بتاعه زي ريك روس. أنا ما أعرف
أكثر من ريك روس. زي ريك روس كيف ريك روس يا زي أنا هاي كيف أنا بدأ ببالغ.
أنا ما أعرف هو ده تعمل كوبي لريك روس ولا
هو يا قاعد يعمل كوبي لأنا. شكرا لك.
يلا في سؤال ثاني. في فهم في راس ناس بأنه يعني تجارة بخلي زول يعني بيجيب أفكار بتاع فن في راس زول لما انتشروا في التجارة. فأنا ما أعرف الكلام ده صح؟
ما يدو برا It's all in the tariqa whom bishtagal fogu. Every fanan, they have their own methods of doing what they do. Their magic. So works for some, might not work for other. One man's trash is another man's treasure type thing. No. Kalam the natural. Nana bada kalamat da lago nana sakairin. That we don't indulge in them, and we don't promote it. We promote good messages to empower and equip the youth, not to corrupt them.
Okay, thank you. شكرا.
شكرا لك صابر. اوكي ندي فرصة لزول واحد بس بعد ذاك نمشي. Make sure you also give us your opinion on the songs that you have listened to today. I read you.
Kafuki Jada.
Yes, hello.
Yes.
Yes, مرحبا بك.
زي ما
أبو لولو تفضل.
سلامت عليك في الاستديو ولضيوفنا الاعزاء في الاستديو الفنانين بتاعنا الثلاثه لهم التحيه بجد. انا فخور بكل الفنانين بتاعنا المحليين لازم نشجعوا، ما بزول بيشجع زول ثاني لاننا نشجع بعضهم بالذات ديل عينهم. انا اسمع صوتهم كشباب هم يا جيل تغيير. الاصوات هاي بمشي لهم قصير شديد بما هم قبل شويه ونسوق. فانا عندي سؤال مختصر كانوا من جيتوا كده ومن جي هوكتا بتاع برامج موهبه بتوعهم برامج ولا في كمان فنانين كبار كمان جي ساعدوا من كمان زي ما اقول ونسوا قالوا بالواسم من سالا كان بتوعهم من زمن كاميرون مع ايمانويل كامبل فنان الكبير وفي فنانين كبار هم كفنانين صغار ده انا ما اعرف عندهم احتكاك مباشر مع فنانين تاعنا الكبار على الاقل قبل ما هو تالا يكون بتوع في الاستديو وبيعمل فيه نهايه الجيل ويكون تعمل مراجعه في من كده الفنانين الكبار عشان في المستقبل بعدين كان جاء كده الفنانين ده بعدين ما قد دقوا كان توم ده برا بعدين لازم يعملوا حاجه كده فريش حاجه تمام حتى يجينا في المستقبل لو جاء عملوا برنامج تنقيه بتاع اغاني والاغنيات اكيد يكون اتاو بكونوا مال اتاو قبل ما يطلع يكون اتاو وانا ما اعرف هم قاعدين يعملوا شنو في ده زي طبعا في ثلاثه الناس بيشتركوا في يكون ده في الشاعر وفي الملحن جادو فنان ساعات انا ما اعرف هم نجي شيء بعد كل من ياو بتل الكلمات ويا الشاعر ويا الملحن ويا استاذ البعدي ولا في كمان بعض الفنانين الاخرى مشتركين في جميع اغاني بتوعهم ده. نعم.
alright تمام هم بيجاوبوا لسؤالك.
أنا
لازم يعمل حاجة جميل حاجة نقي حاجة وتأخير حقيقة.
Yeah, for me, I create my own. I think he's asking, do I create my own music or do I have someone who ghostwrites for me? No, I don't. Maybe I might have someone who gives me an idea and I just take it from there. And other songs, maybe the chorus or something. If the other person is the one who created it, but my part is always created by me. Yeah. Like I write my own verses. So.
Okay, أظن هو كده جاب لسؤالك. طبعا he was asking if you guys, but I think you answered it earlier also. You mentioned that you know you work sometimes with other artists and kida, but there's no unity also. There's that fact. So he's asking like if you write a song, for example, do you ask Emmanuel Kembe or anybody else to come and look at the song? Yeah, just opinion. I think you do that.
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah, I do that. Sometimes.
Opinion. Yeah.
It's just sharing of ideas and
Okay.
You know, lately I was watching an interview of Bounty Killer. He was talking about why Nigerian music is selling out recently. It's because, like he said, it's because these guys talk of general topics that are not just about their society, you get. So most times, like once I'm communicating message out, obviously I have to ask the next artist, do you think this one can work, you know, once it reaches out there? Yeah, of course, like there are plenty of songs, but we have to arrange, you know. It is good. What he asks is correct, but yeah, we do ask opinions from artists. Like most times I ask, is always my reference. Like I ask him, man, what do you think about this? You know, I do have like a number of songs. I'm like, man, what do you think can go? Then it was like, man, Tebia has, you know, it's something that like people in Juba can relate to. If you give it to them, it will, you know, it will make sense.
Yes.
Then I'm like, okay, yeah, this one should go.
All right.
Based on this opinion.
Okay, because of time, I really want this conversation to continue. I feel like it's informing, but let's wrap up in one minute each. Your message to everybody that's listening right now.
Okay. To me, I wanted to say that believe. I think it's the last message, right? Yeah. I wanted to say that believe in yourself for our upcoming artists, and then those who have any kind of talent that you can do. Believe in yourself and work hard. You know, put more energy in what you are doing. You know, show what you have. You will be known. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, I guess just South Sudanese need to unite as a people be level-headed. Listen to iRadio 100 South Sudanese, 100% South Sudanese, and Kafuki 211. Is it soundtrack show hour? Yeah, make sure that you request for these songs. Put them on the charts.
Yeah, to me, I'm like, I want to let South Sudan know, like, we do have Arabi Juba. Yeah, and like TBS out, let's support the song, It's new, it's fresh. There's a million, there's Muaba Zaman and there's Binia Lugwara, all from Asun Records. Yeah, the songs are out there. Yeah, you go through the internet, just write Kays, write Asun music, write Tibia, anything. You'll find the music ready there for you. So let's support each other, let's support this talent, Yeah,
and we'll continue this conversation next time. As promised.
As promised. This conversation is very lovely. We would really like to push it even more, but because of time. Thank you so much for joining me. It's been awesome having you. The songs are awesome. That's my personal opinion. Okay, all right. Till next time. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you so much.
Leaving you with this song called Moyo Ena, which is for Andrew Kays, Witsi Miles, and Didi Dawoody. Have a lovely day.
It's a new, and it's another love story, from the story. Inti bikuta na bikore, kore se jana deru brata, lokani tima vimoyo ena binaga, yema kidi buata saka. Inti bikuta na bikore, kore se jana deru brata, lokani